You're not afraid of a late review, are you? It's ironic that David Twohy is named just that, because 2 is a very common number for this guy. One of his first writing gigs was for Critters 2. Yeah, I haven't seen it. He's co-written 2 Warlock movies. Yeah, I haven't seen those either. In 2002, he wrote Below, a World War II movie about a ghost on a submarine. And he's worked with Charlie Sheen 2 times. Dear God, change your name! This is Real School on the brand new Real School set. It's not all bad news though for Twohy and that number. Early in his career, he had written 2 very strong scripts, and in the year 2000, he got his big break when he directed the independent sci-fi flick Pitch Black. And if he didn't do that, we wouldn't be here right now. What was great about Pitch Black is that it didn't have a very big budget, so it focused on things that are important, like character and plot. It also gave very talented but not yet A-list actors like Claudia Black, Radha Mitchell, Cole Hauser, and Keith David a chance to shine. Don't forget another actor who clearly got his big start from Pitch Black, Vin Diesel, who really only started in film with Saving Private Ryan 2 years earlier. There's that number again. I also really want to geek out knowing that Riddick and Captain Malcolm Reynolds both had small parts in the same movie. Okay, I'm done. But the reason Chronicles of Riddick didn't work as much is because Twohy forgot his roots. All of a sudden, it has undead generals, wind gods, and Carl Urban. Basically, dude went Hollywood. And a lot of fans were outraged that this indie sci-fi sleeper hit basically was sullied. Well, Twohy clearly listened to his fans, as Riddick is back to its original form. Now, some may say it's clearly a rehashed version of the original Pitch Black, but I, for one, didn't mind. In fact, it basically replaced creepy killer aliens in darkness with creepy killer aliens in rain. Twohy should have just called it Dark Water or Hard Rain, but then it would have sucked. It also takes quite a while to get back into that form once the movie starts, as the first act of Riddick is very slow. And believe it or not, it's really an intergalactic version of A Boy and His Dog. Seriously, Richard B. Riddick, one of the scariest dudes to be named Dick since Nixon, adopts a space puppy. If you can get through that, and don't get me wrong, it's not the end of the world, but I wouldn't blame you if you couldn't, then the movie becomes very enjoyable, full of monsters, interesting merc characters, fantastic creative kills, and lots of action. With very few exceptions, all the characters were fascinating, gritty, and very well developed. Some of the characters may once again seem like a rehash. They are very familiar. Katie Sackhoff, for example, plays a tough-as-nails woman who doesn't take shit from anybody. Seen that before. Of course, as you can see in the trailer, there's a dozen or so dirty-looking mercenaries in Riddick as well. Seen that a dozen times before. Some of the characters in Riddick are actually amalgams of characters from previous Riddick films. Luna, for example, is both the kid and the Holy Man. Since these characters are so familiar to both Twohy and the world of Riddick, well, Twohy gets great performances, at least good performances, out of pretty much everyone. Pretty much everyone. Aside from Stripey the Space Pup, the only other character that I couldn't wait to die was one of the lead mercs, Santana. He was akin to many characters in Chronicles of Riddick, over the top, overacted, and underwritten. But the reason you go to see these movies is because of one man. And intergalactic pup aside, Riddick was in fine form, slick, edgy, and very dangerous. This character has the charm of James Bond, the stealthiness of Batman, the feral nature of Wolverine, and the mouth of a Jersey trucker. Vin Diesel, in this series of films, regardless if the movies are good or bad themselves, always turns in a solid performance, and he's created one of the most intriguing and awesome anti-heroes ever shown on film. And because he's done it once again, Riddick is Riddick's for the win. Call it derivative, call it unoriginal, I don't care. Once you get past the bloated first act, it is everything you want in a Riddick flick. It even addresses what happens after the conclusion of the second film, and not to spoil too much, but it takes themes and characters from Pitch Black and brings them full circle. Riddick is ridiculous. It's the kind of late summer action movie you really want to see. I would easily pay for a fourth Riddick movie, and it's certainly an earn it. Poll question, who is your favorite cinematic anti-hero? As always, leave your answers in the comments section below. Tell me what you think about the new Real School set, and until next time, school's out.